Okay, what I got here is an R415 that needs a new CMOS battery. I actually stole the battery out of this one for another server about 3 weeks ago, and I just now getting around to putting this battery back in, but I did not document which way the battery was facing, positive, negative, so I had to go to the manual. And the manual of the R415 shows us how to replace the CMOS battery. There's all the instructions, and it shows that the side with the plastic on it is the side, which is the side facing away from us here, is number 1, and it should be the positive side of the battery. So this clip, number 3, right here, this clip right here should be the negative side. Okay? So back to the server, there's no clip on this battery connector. So I was a little frustrated trying to figure out how this works, and I finally had to use pure logic because I couldn't find any other video on the YouTube, and I couldn't find any other Google information related to this. So what I got here is the battery, and you just have to use logic. So this is the positive side of the battery, and notice how the edges of the battery are the same as the plus side. So the side is plus, and the back where the seam is in the coin, the back is the negative. So if you take a look at the socket right here, if you were to plug the negative side according to the manual, if you were to put the negative side onto the plastic portion of the holder, that would be negative, and this would be positive. Oh, I'm sorry, according to the manual, they want us to plug in the positive side here, but if you were to do that, these sides of the battery would actually be conducting here. And so it would be plus here and plus here, so you wouldn't get a circuit completion. So that's not the way to do it. So the way to do it is by having the back side, the negative side, touch the center clip, and the plus side facing away from the plastic bottom of the holder. So I'm just going to place it in like that, and there it is. So that's the positive there, and we'll start it up here and see if it likes it. Okay, wants us to run the setup. In order to set the date, okay, hit F2 again, and of course the date is time is whacked. Okay, date is set, and escape, and we'll reboot it again. Okay, and it came up without complaining, and I'm going to power it down. And using the front power button is how I did that. And now I'm going to pull the power cord out, come back here, hold the power button in, make sure there's nothing in the capacitors. Okay, plug it back in. Power it back on. We'll make sure it doesn't complain here. Okay, it's booting up, and just to let you know that if the CMOS battery is bad, you'll get a life cycle controller error that logs the error and reports the CMOS battery. And you'll also get on the front panel, you'll get a message here, you'll get orange that something's wrong, and you'll have to go figure out what it is, look in the log to find out it's the CMOS battery, and then replace it. And then that's what I did on the other system where I needed the battery. And on this system, just knowing how the messaging coming up is, I know that it's a good battery and that it's seated correctly in the socket, and the fact that it's holding its time will be the other indicator, which I'll verify here on the life cycle controller screen. Okay, so the joke's on me. This server actually had the basic iDRAC instead of Express, so it doesn't have any options for me to really view anything. So I will have to actually just reboot it, go back into the BIOS, and see the date and the time. So I'll just do that, exit and reboot. Okay, now we're back in the BIOS and it's retaining the date, so we're good to go. Thanks for watching.